This is Joel and Jimmy. We're doing a pedal demo. This one's mine, Pearl, made by Dan Burgess, versus the Analog Man King of Tone, made by Mike. I can't remember Mike's last name. Sorry, Mike. So we are playing through a custom classic AC30 into a classic 112 cab PV. Jimmy is right now playing on an American Standard Telecaster, and then we'll be swapping to a Gretsch Duojet. And so let's go ahead and get started. This is with both of our knobs 12 o'clock. Tone knob is down about 9 o'clock, if you can see that. And this is the, what side is this?
The touch drive.
This is the touch drive. There are two drives on the Pearl. So that's the left hand side.
And this is in the stock setting with the switch turned over to the middle.
Cool. There's a dip switch right here you can't see.
Now we're going to go to the punch drive.
Again, that's the punch drive with all the knobs set to 12 o'clock. The dip switch here is set to the left. Cool. Moving on to King of Tone. This is the distortion side. This is modified by Analog Man to the high gain red. There's an option he had. Here we go. Very nice. Moving over to the overdrive side. This is stock. All the dip switches in the back, by the way. There's 4 of them. They're all set down. So, 12 o'clock knobs. Here we go. Cool. Now, before we move on, maybe we should do the bypass signal.
Here's the bypass signal.
Alright, now let's try the King of Tone with the volume and drive cranked up a little bit. The King of Tone seems to respond a little better, give a little more grit when the volume is pretty high.
Want to start with the red side?
So yeah, let's start with the red side. So this is volume and drive, both at about 3 o'clock. So as you can see there, I was just adjusting the tone knob, took it down, and then back up, and then back to the middle. So that's the high gain overdrive side. Let's do the same thing with the high gain distortion side. Let's do the same thing with the yellow side, both volume and drive at about 3 o'clock. I'm actually going to pull the drive a little higher, almost to max, about 90%, because it gets a really cool sound. Here we go. Very nice. Back to the Pearl we go. Let's go ahead and crank the, crank both of those again about 3 o'clock. So put the tone at 12. Again, we're leaving the dip switch in the stock position on the left-hand side. Here we go. Very nice. Again, I was just messing with that tone knob so you could hear it going all the way to treble, all the way to bass, and back to the middle. All right. Bringing it back up to high gain, high volume. Let's do it. Cool. Now just for kicks, let's try out the Duo Jet with one setting on each one. We'll just do what we've been doing, 3 o'clock.
Actually, before that, we should probably do like a low gain one.
That's a great idea.
Okay, for this one, we're going to, I guess, try to find the sweet spot for each one. So this is the first time I'm using the Pearl at all. So
just got it today.
Yeah, I just got it today. So we're just gonna tweak some knobbies and see what sounds good. So I'm on the touch drive. That's the volume, obviously. Okay. We're gonna bring the drive to 9 o'clock. Alright, now to the King of Tone. In my experience, the King of Tone needs a lot of volume, so I'm going to bring the volume up to about 9 o'clock and on the red high gain side.
Pretty fun.
And we're going to bring the drive down to about 10, using the middle pickup. Now to the overdrive side, same thing. Add both of them together. Very good.
Cool.
So, at least right off the bat, the Pearl has a significant amount more output, just straight out, which is pretty cool. The Analog Man King of Tone definitely needs to have more volume, which I mean everyone already knows that, so no surprise. I do think this one cleans up a little bit better, a bit more dynamic, like with the whole, you know, playing chords and cleaning up. But, you know, but then again, this is the first time I've played this, so whatever.
Cool. Well, have fun. Happy playing. Peace out.